Hello everyone. Today is Monday, May the 18th, 2020, and I have come to the conclusion, which I've been thinking about this for years, talking about it to family and friends for years, but I have finally decided that I want a tummy tuck. Yep, I'm going to get it done. My son is 23 years old. It's safe to say that I'm not having any more babies. Um, yeah, so that's it. I'm currently in the process now of doing my homework and selecting doctors. I do have one in mind in Miami. I have more than one in mind. I've decided on one, and he is in Miami. I've actually already paid my deposit, but I'm still doing homework. I have a pretty good idea because, again, I've been looking into this for a million years, but it's like now I'm financially in a place where I can do it. I'm mentally in a place where I can do it. I'm mature enough. I'm just okay with it, and I'm ready for it now. Um, I know there are some risks, like there are risks with any surgery. I had my ankle broken 3 years ago, and I had surgery with that. I could have died during that surgery. There are always risks of infection, dying, whatever, cardiac arrest during a surgery. And I've weighed out the pros and cons. I'm doing what I need to do to be as healthy as I can be come time for this surgery in December. I'm going to get it on my Christmas break from school so that I don't miss any time for school. I think we're out round about like 3 weeks, and it's really suggested that you take at least 2 weeks off. So 3 weeks, that's a good amount of time. I'm going to stay at a recovery house because I don't have family or friends to travel with me that can dedicate their life or time to my recovery. And that's both good and bad, I guess. But I need the type of care where someone is going to be able to help me go to the bathroom, help me put on the garment after surgery. You don't necessarily want to ask your best friend to wipe your butt for you. Let's just be realistic and considerate. But at the same time, I have a couple of friends that are nurses. One particular friend that I've been speaking to about this, and this friend told me that they would be okay with coming down during my stay. So this takes all of the pressure. This takes the pressure off my friend being my caregiver, but my friend being there as a support system and also overseeing that the people at the recovery house are doing what I need them to do, which is good because it's double coverage. Double coverage, and I think that's the best way to do it. I want my friends to only be there maybe day 2, 3, 4, something like that. Maybe not even all those days, because mind you, it is in December, and I know everyone has family obligations too. So I wouldn't ask for someone to give up their family time, their vacation, whatever, for my sole benefit, except for the people that I am paying for that purpose. But anyway, with that being said, regardless of, like, I have some naysayers that are around me. Oh, just work out. All right, cool. My weight has gone anywhere from 140 to 226 when I was maxed out on a lot of medications, steroids, due to my eczema. This was during the time period they really hadn't diagnosed me with eczema yet. They were testing for lupus, leukemia, doing patch tests, doing biopsies, all kind of things. But the steroids was the only thing at the time that was giving me relief. So I was inflamed, and I was on steroids, and they make you eat too. Makes everything taste delicioso. So anyway, my lowest weight as an adult, I don't want to say it went down all the way to 140 because I wasn't adult. I thought I was grown. I think my weight went down to like 165 as an adult. And again, the highest that I recorded it was at 226. I started dieting and exercising a little bit at the beginning of this year because I wanted to. And then a part of my nursing classes, there was a nutrition class, and my instructor gave an assignment for us to use a particular app to track our food intake and our output and everything like that, just so we can understand what food was really about, the nutrients, iron, potassium, carbohydrates, protein, all of that, and how it affects the body. So through that course, which I passed, I think I got an A. I got an A in that class. Through that class and using that app, I lost 14 pounds. So right now, I teeter-totter between 188 and 192. Your cycle comes on, you have a bag of chips that has a lot of salt in it, whatever, you got to poop. My weight range is between 188 and 192, which I'm okay with it. Today when I weighed it was 192. That's fine. So to get where I want to be with the BMI that's required, the BMI that I want, and the weight that I want, I am going to lose 17 more pounds over the next 7 months, which is easy peasy lemon squeezy. That's like 2.2 pounds a month, if that, when realistically it's healthy to lose 2 pounds a week. So that's my goal. Anyway, when you have a tummy tuck or BBL or something like that, you try to get closer to your goal weight so that your results pop that much, harder. Even though, say, a doctor will take you at a BMI of 35, the complications are higher. The higher your BMI, you're at risk for more complications. But say a doctor will take you at 35, but 35 is really not where you want to be. You're going to see minimum results for a person that has a BMI of 35 versus a person that has a BMI of 30 versus a person that has, with your same weight and height, I should say, or your same height, I should say. You're going to see different results for that person at your same height that has a 35 BMI, a 30 BMI, a 25 BMI. So my suggestion would be to get closer to your ideal weight loss goals and then have your surgery. I would like to be 175 going in because I like the way I look at 175. When I get into the 165 or lower, I'm too small for my personal preference, if that makes any sense. Even though the BMI chart wants me to be at 5'3", wants me to be anywhere between 101 pounds, which is not going to happen, and 141. On 141, I kind of start looking crackhead-ish, okay? So I would like to stay at 175, a toned 175. So I'm working out, cardio, up and down the steps. The gyms are closed right now. I've got dumbbells, yoga mat, all of the above. So I don't want to just lose the weight and look like saggy body. I want to be toned with it too. And like I said, this last 14 pounds came off with little to no effort, if you ask me. It was just increasing my water, increasing my protein, cutting my carbs, and getting physical. So I know I can do that times 10 if I really put my mind to it. Over this last month, I don't know what has happened to me, but junk food has become life. I crave junk food, and I gotta stop that because that has never been me. I was always, if I'm gonna have dessert, I'm gonna have dessert. Normally, if I have dessert, I'm only having dessert like coffee and a piece of pie or a piece of cake or something like that. I was never a candy girl, a popsicle girl, or knickknacks like that. But in this last month, baby, she been knick-knack, snacky-whack. But I'm trying to get away from that. I'm doing stuff like, I've just started eating, since I moved to Colorado, which is crazy, I just started eating bananas again after 35 years. What else did I eat? Cucumbers again after 35 years. I experimented with some melons, but I'm not 100% with that. And I've just branched out and started eating different type of fruits, different type of vegetables, because I think that I get bored after a while. But I stopped eating anything that I had too much of as a child. Like my grandparents gave us bananas all the time, and I was like, ugh. When I turn into an adult, I'm never eating this shit again. They gave us so many melons. I remember all the kids outside with their face deep in melons and the juice dripping in flies. And I just told myself, I'm not eating this shit when I grow up. Even like oatmeal. As a little girl, I was like, yuck. This stuff is lumpy and disgusting. But now as an adult, I find myself kind of drawn towards it. Maybe because it's not forced down my throat or cooked the way that my grandparents cooked it. Maybe, I don't know, or the babysitter. That's actually really what turned me off to grits and oatmeal was my babysitter. I'm not eating this shit again, lady. And if I can go to the bathroom right now, I'm going to spit all this stuff in your toilet. But as an adult, I have my palate is changing. I started eating English cucumbers versus the traditional cucumbers I was used to, and just putting a little different seasoning on them, or you know, it could be anything. Like I grew up in the South, so we did cucumbers with vinegar and stuff like that. Yuck, I can't do it. There are a couple of different ways to do things now, but anyway, back to my TT, my tummy tuck. My goal is to. What is my goal? I don't know if I'm really looking for a certain number. I know how it's gonna look. I know how it's gonna feel. I'm looking forward to wearing a pair of jeans without extra belly in them, tucked in them. I am looking forward to putting on a shirt without it rolling up. Mind you, in all my years, this belly ain't stopped nothing. I've gotten any and everything or body I've wanted. Let's just be real. So I don't think my personal, the way I am as a person is going to change. I just think I'll look better in my clothing. Long story short, why not? It's time to do something for myself. I've done a lot of stuff for people along the way, which I don't need to speak on because that's not what we're here for. I want a tummy tuck for me. I'm going to be doing a little more homework, finding out things I need to get for my post-op care and things to do to maintain my iron levels because I am anemic. I do get infusions from time to time. My scores last month were actually in the month of March were 7.7, 7.8. They are currently 13.8 per last week. But I had 4 infusions throughout the month of April. I did 1 per week. But to maintain that, I am doing beet juice. I am doing beet juice with the orange juice, of course, and my body will absorb it. I'm taking my iron pills, the folic acid, things like that. And we're in month 7. Most people recommend that you get your levels up like 2 months before your surgery. Why wait? Let's maintain the 13.8 that I have now because I think you need a minimum of 11.5 for your surgery. Let's maintain it. I have private insurance, so I can get my lab work done at any time. I've been in communication with them about this elective surgery, and they're okay with that. So as it gets closer, I will step it up more, but I'm maintaining now. I'm taking in my iron every day, my vitamin C every day. I am doing, I do fish oil. What else do I do? Vitamin E and, things like that. Vitamin A is good for the skin. And I make sure I'm trying to increase my vitamin D intake because I don't eat enough to sustain it in my diet. And I definitely don't go outside enough to get it. But anyway, this is my first video on my tummy tuck. My journey with tummy tuck. Again, my current weight was 192. I am 5'3". Most of my weight is in my belly, but I've got hella boobs, if y'all can see. Got a lot of thighs. But I plan on transitioning and transforming just a little bit. So I may or may not insert pictures. I got to burp. Oof. That was so ladylike. I may or may not insert pictures here because I'm not that tech savvy, but as I learn, baby, you'll be able to tell. But this is me, Mahogany. Welcome to my world, and I will see you soon.